Hi, this is Bob Gilpatrick, and we're going to talk about stem cells and a product called SE3. So before people are born, they utilize embryonic stem cells for the growth of the child, and then after you're born, you switch over and you start producing adult stem cells. And adult stem cells help to renew and regenerate your body because your different tissues will die off at different times. So like skin cells will last for 30 days and other types of cells last for longer. And as they die off, you need adult stem cells that will morph into all the different types of tissue in your body and help to recreate your body. So this dying off of the cells is called apoptosis. And as it occurs in a pre-programmed fashion, your bone marrow, primarily your hips and your pelvic bones, will release these adult stem cells, and that's what goes upon to regenerate your body. So this compound that we call SE3 has a number of different compounds in it that are very beneficial for helping to release more adult stem cells. And this is important because as people age, they make less and less adult stem cells. So there's a blend of different algae that are in SE3 that help to trigger the release of more stem cells. And there's also a special aloe from Madagascar. It's the only place in the world where this type of aloe grows, and that's also very beneficial. There's also a compound called astragalus, and astragalus is very important because it helps to slow down the shortening of your telomeres, which are the little tails on the ends of your chromosomes. And as your body produces stem cells, right, your DNA is kind of eavesdropping on how many of them are being released. And when a certain number are released, your DNA then goes about dividing and replicating itself so you have new DNA. And so if you speed up the release of stem cells, you could, in theory, shorten your telomeres a little bit faster, but the astragalus prevents that. There's also a compound called cordyceps, which is very, very beneficial for your lung capacity and your overall vitality. And also turmeric is very good for brain regeneration. So one of the products that goes really well with SE3 is our muscadine with resveratrol. And the reason is what we talked about earlier, is that cells are supposed to die off at a pre-programmed time. And as you age, the genetic code that tells them when to die tends to get disconnected and mutated, and it doesn't always work. So you end up with a lot of cells that are very old and very inefficient that are refusing to die off. And so even if you have enough new adult stem cells, they don't have a way to replace these older cells that won't get out of the way. So there are two compounds, the resveratrol and the quercetin, that is in the muscadine with resveratrol that stimulates this apoptosis, this programmed cell death. So now the old cells get out of the way and you make brand new cells from the assistance of the SE3, and you tend to have this very efficient replacement of your cellular structure. So when people take SE3, you end up feeling this really great sense of vitality. Your body regenerates itself really quickly. You feel very strong. Your mood is really good. And you notice that when you get up in the morning, you tend to bounce out of bed really fast, and you don't have any aches and pains, and you're able to get about your day and get going with things really quickly.